Yo peeps, what's up? Welcome to Go Go Dance Society. So, we're going on with dance etiquette. Okay, what we're going to cover in dance etiquette, we're going to cover good manners in civil behavior, saying no and dealing with rejection, presentation, respecting boundaries and enforcing boundaries, and consideration for others. So, good manners in civil behavior. It's quite simple. When we talk about good manners in social dancing, it's just politeness, you know? It's just not vulgar language, tonality. Uh, you don't have to dance with everyone, you don't have to be friends with everyone, uh, but you don't need to be rude as well. You know, uh, you can say no calmly. You can say no, thank you. You can decline. You don't want to talk to someone. You can just be like, no, thank you. If someone asks you questions you're not comfortable, you say, I don't want to answer that. I don't want to really want to have a conversation with you. Thank you, but just have a good night. Of course, they're not going to take it well, but you're not being rude about it, Again, good manners, not kicking people, stepping on people and apologizing, little things. People know what good manners are. So usually when people are rude and they're giving bad manners, it's intentional, they know what they're doing, you know. Uh, so here we want to encourage good manners in civil behaviors. So what are good manners? It's simple. You just need to say things like please, thank you, have some kind of like ladylike behavior, some gentleman behavior. Try not to gossip inside the venue. If you want to gossip, do these kind of things, try and do it outside the venue if you are going to do it, but within the party, try and keep it civil. Saying no and dealing with rejection. Saying no is a part of life. You have to say no if you're not comfortable. You don't need to be rude about it. So you can just say no, no thank you. Uh, when it comes to rejection is part of life. You know, don't take it personal, even if it is personal. If someone says no to you, that means they don't want to dance with you. Fine. If someone doesn't want to talk to you, fine. You know, just accept it and let it go. Uh, if they come back and they want to dance again or be friends, that's up to you. You don't have to, and you don't have to not. Again, but the ball's in your court, right? Uh, but what I will say is, when you do say no, if you do change your mind, don't expect the other person to change their mind. That's all I will say. And when it comes to rejection, I'd say it's not usually about you. And even if it is, like, try not to overthink it, right? Just accept it and move on. Presentation. So when we talk about presentation, what are we talking about? We're talking about like the way you look, the way you smell, hygiene, things like this. The way you dress, presenting yourself well, uh, respecting boundaries and enforcing them. So again, respecting boundaries is just respecting someone's space when they say no, kind of like not getting too close without an invitation. Uh, Enforcing boundaries, that's when someone crosses your boundary. You don't need to let it go, but you don't need to be aggressive. But you do need to hold the line. An example, if someone says to you no, right? Or you say someone no because they've crossed your boundary, okay? And they cross it again. You don't need to entertain them. You can just tell them no again, right? You don't need to entertain them. If they persist, well then you need to report it. If you're in a party, you can report it to the club people, the organizers. Just say, look, I've told this person no. They keep on pushing and touching or harassing me, and that's it. And then they'll talk to them, right? Uh, but you have to enforce your boundaries, otherwise people won't believe you have them. Which means when you say something, try to mean it. So your yes is your yes, but your no is your no. And finally, consideration for others. So again, it's a social dance, right? So we need to be considerate about others' feelings, right? But at the same time, if people are not considerate about your feelings, you don't need to be considerate about theirs, to be honest. Uh, that doesn't mean be rude either, though. You don't need to lower yourself to your level. What that means, to give you an example, so if someone's been rude to you, right, you don't need to be rude to them. But at the same time, you don't need to entertain them either. And you don't need to be mean back. You just need to put a wall and be like, look, no, that's it. So again, we're going over dance etiquette, good manners, civil behavior, saying no respectfully, kindness, dealing with rejection, just accepting it, uh, presentation, the way you present yourself physically, right? Uh, represent respecting your boundaries, respecting other boundaries, enforcing your boundaries, in consideration for others. And that's just dance etiquette, really. So, all right, here we are from the Vatican. Catch you later.